Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast, this time talking about Torchwood One, number 3, which is Torchwood One Later Days, or Latter Days, depending on, of course, how you want to say it. There is an extra T in there, so of course it's Latter Days. Great start to a podcast, getting the pronunciation of the title wrong. This one is, of course, Torchwood One, which means it's the original Yvonne, and of course it's, well, Ianto. And of course Tommy. It's 3 stories in one box set. Number 1 is Retirement Plan by Gareth, David-Lloyd. I know, Ianto has written one. 3.2 is The Locker by Matt Fitton. And 3.3 is The Rockery by Tim Foley. All storming stories. The synopsis, well, the overall box set, blurb. Torchwood One continues to save the world, and most importantly, the Empire from alien threats. Now, big fan of Torchwood One, because let's face it, who wouldn't want to work for Yvonne Harkness? This version of Yvonne specifically. She's just great. So in the first story, Retirement Plan, written by Gareth David-Lloyd. He's written before for Torchwood. He really gets Ianto, and he does do some storming stories. They're not just well written, they're funny, poignant, and very Torchwoody. The guy has got reams of talent, and I'm very pleased that he's still going. So here's the synopsis. Torchwood, head of alien acquisitions, is retiring, but there's something very wrong in the idyll of Cielo, and it's going to kill Ianto. This is arguably the highlight of the box set. You've got some serious performances all around from a fairly limited cast, but there's reasons behind it given, and that works tremendously. Yes, if it was Star Trek, you'd go, oh, it's a holodeck episode, or oh, it's a mind episode. Arguably, you know what, I just don't care, because this is the holodeck episode done in a Torchwood way, in a proper Torchwood way. And I'm not talking random bits of sex for no reason. No. This is the Torchwood in the very British, very not very well organised, oh, it's gone a bit wrong, but we'll muddle through kind of a way, which sadly is possibly a defining aspect of the British personality. It's storming, this story. And yes, it's just got people doing strange voices, strange silly accents, and it just works. This could be an Avengers episode. It really could. That's the proper Avengers, not the American Marvel Avengers, as well you know. 3.2, Locker 15 by Matt Fitton. A mysterious force is wiping out Torchwood, and the only person who can save London is a cleaner called Dave. Again, another cracking story. It's a great box set. It genuinely is. If you like a certain aspect of Torchwood, this series, this sub-series, if you like, is definitely for you. Torchwood One is a bit of an unsung hero. It vanishes inside the umbrella of Torchwood. But Torchwood One is well worth exploring. And of course, this deals with businesses. The actual day-to-day running of an alien incursion service, the sort of stuff that's never gone into with UNIT or with a new unit or even with countermeasures. This is the boring day-to-day stuff. This is the phone rooms. This is the people who empty the bins, the invisible staff. It's not below decks in a Star Trek kind of way. It's so much more real, so much more us, so much more no one really cares. And of course, it's all Torchwood, so there's something awful in the basement. Story number 3, The Rockery by Tim Foley. Anne Hartman has retired to the country, which comes as a surprise to her daughter. Has Yvonne met a problem even she can't solve? It's superb. Characterization works. Yes, the threat, let's use the rabbit ears on threat on that one, is a little bit less than in the other stories. It's arguably lackluster, but I don't care, because the actual real threat, you know, because you know what's coming in the Army of Ghosts storyline, which is running almost parallel with this one. It's tremendous. Yes, the relationship between Yvonne and her mum works on a survivors-y kind of level. Yes, and it probably has a lot to do with the casting. But that's only because it's interpersonal. It's deep. It's impressive. So, a great box set, by far. I love Torchwood One, and I really hope they don't end here. I'd like them to go on just a little bit longer, please. So with that, as always, here's the trailer, and I'll let you decide for yourself. So, until next time, be seeing you.
Hello?
Yes, put me through to Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Oh, look, I know this is Torchwood. Please tell Yvonne Hartman that Anne Hartman, her mother...
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Torchwood One, Latter Days.
Yeah, I remember now. In the lockers. I left something in locker 15.
Dave Cook was the last person to access locker 15, and now he can't remember how it's secured.
Yes, well, Tom is working on that.
How close are you now?
I'm in sight of locker 15. I can't.
Not again. Retrieval team to the basement. We need a medivac now.
Where exactly are we? 1 minute we're in Canary Wharf basement, and now we're...
Shut up. God, you're a weak, pathetic man.
Oh, God. Yvonne is going to...
I did not know you could drive snow bike.
Neither did I! Ow! I'm hit!
Big Finish. We love stories.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Mother! Have you finally gone mad?
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.